Welcome back to another whiskey talk from your boys, the Buffalo Happy Hour. What's going on, dude?
New drinks, new stories, new mash bills.
Don't be a stranger. Come on over here, bro.
How much closer?
Come on over. It's only 4,000 degrees in here. Let's get
My
a little
armrest
warmer.
is going to hit the table.
The what?
The table. Anyways, the new spirits, new stories, new mash bills, and new things to try. So we're excited for that. This episode is brought to you by Addie's. Thank you so much for your continued partnership / sponsorship, Addie's. They have an in-house wine sommelier for those wine drinkers, and if you are in the great state of New York, feel free to head over to their app, the Addie's app, located at the Apple App Store and the Google Playground Play Store, and they can ship bottles right to your front door if you are in the state of New York. This bottle is...
I never started recording. Hold on. Yes, I did. Just kidding. Here we good. What's up with this bottle?
This bottle is from a local distillery, Buffalo Distilling, and it is with a new fancy label. Cheers to their graphic designer, who did a fantastic job on these labels. We'll talk about that in the label branding. If you are new here, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate everything. Also head over to our Instagram and follow us there, because we're going to keep posting awesome content, not only on our story, but on our page.
What's
we
that
update
IG?
We update the board. Let me finish. Derek. Label branding, nose, initial taste, any note, final rating, and a fun new segment at the end if we would have this in our personal collection.
Newsflash.
Newsflash, the answer is yes, because we're drinking it right now. However, you'll hear more about that later. To Derek's point, our Instagram handle is BHH Whiskey Talk. Outside of that is 7,000 degrees in here, so if you see a little knee, it's because I'm wearing shorts. We insulated our studio for winter. It's now summer in Buffalo, and it's 15 degrees above average temperatures for this time of year. We're a little wet. So now it's time to wet our whistle.
And sweat.
And if we get a little crazy later, it's because we're extremely dehydrated and we're going to be drinking well over 90 proof spirits. Derek, let's talk about this one.
Well, speaking of well over 90 proof, this one comes in right at 93.
93.
So not well over, but this is Buffalo Distilling Company. This is their straight blend. What they did is they took their regular... All right. This is in percussion class. They took their regular product that they distill their stuff with, which is a high corn bourbon, obviously, and then they blend it with some MGP product. So we're excited to try this. This is a no age statement, but it is for at least 4 years. Made in the U.S. Like I said, it's New York and MGP, and this is also a small batch product coming in at 46.5 proof. Label branding, what do you got for this bad boy?
I like their Arizona bottle.
Yep.
Yeah? Arizona or New Mexico?
Yeah, we learned that. Arizona, right?
Arizona bottles. So I like that. Synthetic cork. Not going to necessarily fault the distillery for that, especially during a cork shortage that we're still trying to figure out. But I do like this bottle a lot, and the label branding aspect I love. I love the new designs. I like that it kind of exudes your focus towards the middle. You know, the gold, oh hey, look at me. Bottle shape is great for a liquor store and for a bar when it comes to shelf spacing. Nice touch. The only thing that I would add is similar to what other distilleries do, where they have like the embroidery kind of pop out, flare out, whatever, special glass. I'm sure it's like, you know, $9,000 per bottle, but when they do that, when they raise the edges of the bottle, but the label itself is really nice and classy. Not overcomplicated.
I agree. I think what I like about their labels mostly is the fact, and we'll get to this next week when we review another one of their products, is that they keep it very consistent, and they just really change the color of the backdrop, which is something that I like because, again, brand recognition is really cool. But yeah, so A+.
A+, I agree.
Let's open her up, huh? For all y'all people that have been following us for a while, peep the board. It is fresh. It's got 3 products on there. We're almost going to have to erase it for the first time in a while. Where's the tab on this thing?
I don't know if there's a tab. I think it's just perforated up top on the cork section. Right there. Is that it? You pull down on that because it's perforated, and then
I don't know if it's really perforated though.
No?
No. We might have to ding him on this.
Oh, would you stop?
No, it's true though. It's difficult to open, bruv. Either that or I'm just dumb. Where are you going? You kind of have to, put your nail in there. Oh, okay, now you...
Well, don't make an MOS out of it. Can you just get it open?
Listen,
I'm thirsty
this
over
is
here.
part of the experiment, bruh.
Experiment or experience?
Both.
Little tasting pour. Okay, all right.
Listen, you've had a rough day.
Had a rough week. It's a short week from a holiday, and it still feels like I'm working 9 days
Had
instead
a
of
rough
4.
year. 31 of them to be exact. All right.
Ooh, you?
Yeah. Nose?
You've had a rough year?
Nose, cheers.
Head over to our weekly episodes to hear more about that segment.
Sláinte.
Boudmo. Oh. I would say I'm smelling heat, but that's just because our studio right now is 7,416 Kelvin.
We actually have the thermometer right up there. It's accurate. I'm getting...
We're going to pass out from each show.
The episode is just going to go blank for 5 minutes. So, I said this during the thing. This smells like apple Jolly Rancher.
The thing?
Yeah, the interview.
We had him on, so if you're interested in having the full backstory of Buffalo Distilling segmented through your ear canal, head over to Official Buffalo Happy Hour, and you can check out some clips, but also Buffalo Happy Hour on YouTube, and you can watch the entire special small business interview that we did with Buffalo Distilling.
We'll be throwing some clips on this channel, too, but if you want the full experience, go over there.
Yeah, go over there.
You're not getting, like, that apple Jolly Rancher now?
Cross-pollinate, Derek. And yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. See? I wasn't crazy.
I told you during the interview you weren't crazy. Frank loved it. I think he wants to put that into his marketing.
I think so, too.
Just give us some royalties.
He thought I was drunk at first.
Talking like 6
Apple
pennies.
Jolly Rancher. But I definitely am getting that.
Yeah, no, that's there. I think that's the prominent nose that you're getting outside of the fresh grain, which, to their credit, specifically because of their farming roots, they do have a really nice grain relationship with the farmers. So special shout out for that because they're using local farmers, which a lot of people do, but it's nice.
So outside of that, you are getting a lot of grain.
Yeah.
And apple Jolly Rancher. I would probably go B+ on this nose. I like it.
I agree.
I agree. All right, initial taste.
Do you like it?
I do. And it is a little bit... So that apple Jolly Rancher, that sweetness Jolly Rancher kind of goes away.
I cannot get comfortable today.
I'm sorry to hear that. The apple... But can I finish my thought? I don't care about your health. Just kidding. I love you. So the apple Jolly Rancher sweetness goes away from like the candied note, but you're left with a little bit of apple and kind of like a little bit of a dusty, musty note that I'm not against.
No,
I do kind of enjoy it because it took the sweetness away from the nose. The sweetness from the nose makes you think that this is going to be very tart and thick and give you that Jolly Rancher kind of like weird viscosity in your mouth. This is like apple, like dusty, musty note, which I kind of like from a bourbon.
Did you ever walk farming fields as a kid?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
Midsummer day? And
I was
then
in school, but go on.
in the summer,
Summer school? No, just kidding.
when you're talking about that dusty grain note, that's what I'm getting. You're literally it's like, I don't know, July, and you're planting some seeds in the ground. I've only done it like 3 times in my life, but relax, I was out there sweating with the boys. And you get a cross breeze, it hits all of the crop, and then you get smacked in the face with it.
Yep.
That's what I'm getting from this, and it's really pleasant. I like that, but I also grew up smelling that. I'm not opposed to it at all. And it's not a ding. It's a nice experience. It's a really nice initial taste, and it's rounded out really well with the candied brown, like, wood sugars.
Yeah. I think that they've reached a good year on their stuff now. Because previously, I think that you got a lot of young notes in their products.
Yeah.
Whereas now, when you're talking about 4, 5, 6 years that's going into this, I feel like their juice has been aged to a point where now it's kind of settling into like a staple. You know?
It's becoming its own.
Because when we had their first one on, it tasted young.
Yeah.
This tastes like a pronounced old, like well-matured bourbon for me.
It's good juice.
I think that the dust note could be perceived as something else, but I like that. I kind of like that it's not so smooth and like sweet, I guess. It gives you some sort of like, I don't want to say manliness, but it gives you kind of like that manliness punch, you know? I like this a lot.
Gives you some girth, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Initial taste for me, I'm going A.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I agree.
Talk about the ending note. What do you get?
The ending note for me is just really those wood sugars, and then a little bit of that fruit skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that.
I like that there's a distinct difference between initial taste and ending note. Honestly.
It's interesting because normally you get either combining in to one, like slowly transitioning into one, or you get the really hard break right at the tip of your tongue.
Yeah.
This is a really hard break at the back of my tongue.
It is. And it's a very high hug. You don't feel it in your chest at all, and you don't feel it in your stomach. Very, very high hug.
And you know what? I'm going to go B+.
I'm okay with a B+. Right. I agree.
Love that. All right. Final rating.
Final rating for the Straight Bourbon. Buffalo Distilling's, a.k.a. 1 Foot Cock.
It's a blend of straight bourbons, just so we're clear.
Yeah. Blend of all the things. Derek, give me that countdown.
3, 2, 1.
84. 85.
Love it.
It's good. So now, would you have this in your collection?
Newsflash. It's already in our collection. No, so since we've started doing this, we've thought that it's kind of crazy for us to tell you if we would have this in our collection because clearly it's already in our collection. So now we've kind of transitioned to at what point would you buy this? I think, what does this sell for, MSRP? I forgot what this is.
50-ish. Going off of memory. Believe it's about $50.
Let me look it up really quick.
Go ahead, look it up really quick.
I'm going to look it up really quick.
We can also see if it's on the app as well. But what's nice about Buffalo Distilling is that you can literally go there and buy not only nice cocktails, but also bottles and other merchandise, which is cool. They have a lot of live music. So from an environment standpoint, it's very welcoming. And they've revamped their entire inside of the distillery and then also added to the rickhouse portion, which is nice. So their barrels are amazing, by the way.
I don't know if this is out yet.
No, it's out.
I don't think so. I think this comes out later.
It's out.
It's not on their site.
It's got to be out.
No.
Could have sworn he said $50.
Well, okay, so 50. Let's go 50.
Okay, so
bucks.
I'd buy this
$55?
100%. I would buy this for $50.
What would be
62? Nah, no, I'm just kidding. I would say 60. Well, 62 is my max.
Yeah, 65 would be. I think I like that 62 number too. Like if it comes out $59.99,
Yeah,
you're sitting
I'd buy
there
it.
with tax, I would buy it.
Yeah.
If it's coming out $64.99, $69.99, I think that's kind of where I draw the line, just because of the fact that next week you'll see they have another product that comes in at a pretty good price point.
It's about 70.
And that's 75.
Yeah.
So if you're excited about that, tune in. But yeah, I think that 62 buck is where we would kind of draw the line there. But honestly, good juice for the price and for a local product coming out of Buffalo, blended with some MGP. But I do like their products a lot more now that it's aged for a little bit longer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us today for the review of Buffalo Distilling's 1 Foot Cock blended whiskey, New York and MGP product combined. If you like today's review, leave us a comment down below. Let us know. And give us some suggestions on what stuff to review. We already have a lineup of like 7 more to do. Not today. It's going to get a little saucy, but let us know what you would like to see from us, and we will catch you on the next one. Please remember, if you are drinking with us, to always drink responsibly. Be a good person. And Michael.
Do not litter.
We're out.
Yeah!